test.
Hello everybody, it's Mike the Baldadonis, and today it's Thursday, which means it's...
Conspiracy Theories Thursday.
with Gary from the gym, everybody. Boom. Okay, what's going on today, buddy?
I don't know. Today I want to do the conspiracy of artificial sweeteners.
All right.
There's 5 types that the FDA has approved. They're saccharin, which is the sweet and low. They got aspartame, potassium. You got aspartame, which is the NutraSweet or equal. Neotame, and the sugarlose, which is like a sugar, but it's broken down. They put a chlorine molecule in one of the places of a sugar molecule to make the artificial sucrose, which is like 600 times sweeter than regular sugar. So this is about breaking down or making chemicals for sweetness. Now, the big fad back in the 70s and whatever, I remember wearing the polyester on gym outfits, and it was about losing weight and diets. So sugar was a bad thing. I mean, if I remember, in the 1970s, they had the sugar shortages. I don't know if this is a prelude to try to introduce artificial sweeteners in place of the sugar, the lost sugar supplies. So I wonder. But anyway, the reason I want to bring this up is that Donald Rumsfeld and Dick Cheney and the Bush administration were involved with getting this stuff passed through the companies. G.D. Searles was the company that had pushed the aspartame, and because these few people were in high-ranking positions, they were able to get the FDA and get this legalized, these artificial sugars. And so artificial sugars, aspartame is a brain entrapment chemical, a neuroexcitotoxin which makes the methanol alcohol, which breaks down to small forms of formaldehyde. These neuroexcitotoxins can pulse brain tissue in humans and animals with aspartame in the system. The brain starts to pulse with the same frequency as the cells see. So we're talking a little bit about mind control going on here. You'll find a lot of people in depression, can't really handle life, and if they eat a lot of these artificial sweeteners, there's bad attributes involved. Also, it brings down nerve tissues or makes nerve endings. Well, it takes away connections in the nerves. Splendor is a chlorinated sugar, and the toxins, when the sugar metabolizes, it releases chlorine ions that fires your neurons and your DNA. Because the chlorine attaches directly to your histone proteins, it cooks your DNA. Now, histone proteins are the proteins that control and structure the DNA of your cells. So this is affecting the metabolism or how your cells interact with one another. I mean, you got neurons in your brains. This is how they communicate with one another, and this is how you can think and work and move your body. So anyway, so you'll find that these very sweet chemical sugars, we'll call them, tend to make you eat more because it just tastes good, it's sweet. So the idea of losing weight or not, gaining weight because you're eating sugar.
Right. So people that were eating sugar were hoping this was a substitute.
Yes.
That didn't have as many calories.
It has no calories. It wouldn't decay your teeth.
But there is problems because I myself suffered from migraines and vertigo.
Right.
And my biofeedback specialist said aspartame is the main cause of it. And I used to eat a lot of foods that were sugar-free.
Right.
The main ingredient in sugar-free food is aspartame.
Right.
And there you go. So that made sense.
Right. So, you drink soda, you enjoy soda, you put the aspartame in it, 0 calories, whereas a regular 12-ounce soda with sugar would be like 150 calories. So the big thing about it is that you can eat all these goodies and not gain weight because of calories. But because it's a chemical, what's it do to your metabolism? That's really what's coming down. And because, what's it doing to your metabolism? Now, if you look it up, a lot of the health companies and studies, the diabetes group and the cancer group, they all say, nothing to see here. The tests are conclusive. It doesn't say that any cancer or diabetes come from this. But you'll find that the real scientists disagree with that, and they say the best thing you should do is avoid it. So what I'm getting at, it's a money grab. Half the production costs to use these chemicals was cut in half, rather than use sugar or, for the products that you need to make the foods and the candies and the cookies and you name it, the drinks. So there's a very big dollar incentive. So basically this is what it's about. But the point is that if you're eating it, what's it doing to your system? And that's basically what I'm going to try to bring out here. The metabolic syndrome, daily consumption of diet drinks was associated with 36% greater risk for metabolic syndrome and a 67% increase in the risk of type 2 diabetes. Now, you hear diabetes, even children going to school have diabetes, and they're like, mass media is like, how's this happening? We don't know how any of this is happening.
It's all the crap that we give them with the juices, all the sodas.
Right.
Right. And like you said, all the snacks.
Right. Studies in the 1970s linked the artificial sweetener saccharin to bladder cancer in lab rats. Because of the study, saccharin was once carried a label warning that it may be hazardous to your health. But as time went on, in the year 2000, they get rid of the label. It was just lobby and consumer, big business corporations trying to open it up. So it doesn't seem like it's a dangerous substance. Okay. According to the National Institute and other health agencies, there's no sound scientific evidence that any of the artificial sweeteners are generally safe in limited quantities, even for pregnant women. As a result, the warning labels for saccharin were dropped. You see, so you got these big institutions that we have our trust in, FDA, Cancer Society, Diabetes Society. I mean, you all do this walking, and they want diabetes walking. Now we're into Alzheimer walking and cancer walking. We do this thinking that we're going to have some kind of cure or cancer and what have you, and come to find out these little agencies know that if you just eliminate things in your life or your diet, you wouldn't have the ailments that that people get. I mean, I had a friend that had he drank diet soda all the time, and he died a few years ago. Multiple sclerosis. He was a captain in the high school baseball team and the captain of the football team at Brooks, North Andover. And at age 45, he couldn't walk anymore, and it was a multiple sclerosis. But he always drank his diet Coca-Cola. I'm not trying to pick on the company or anything, but this is what he had. And to go from a star athlete to this, it just begs the question. My old man, he drank diet soda a lot, and and the Splenda, he put the Splenda in his coffee all the time, and I told him, hey, you shouldn't be doing that, this and that. This is back in the 90s, And he says, oh no, they said it's good, the FDA and everything said it's fine. So I just let it be because, you know, my old man seemed to be knowledgeable in what he did. But see, these are the lies that they tell him. He believes the lies, and it ended up he died of brain cancer, brain tumors. Anyway, yeah, well, it made me think of something else, but I forgot. Yeah. Anyway, oh yeah, same with the hydrogenated oils. See, we grew up on margarine because the news would tell you that margarine's better than the butter because of the cholesterol. And come to find out, the hydrogenated oils are worse thing to be. So I just parallel that with him and his saccharin and artificial sugars. Aspartame is created with a GMO bacteria. Special amino acid compound made in a factory. It's the waste product of a certain strain of bacteria. So it's the waste product that's very sweet. And this waste product is so sweet that they usually cut or dilute the waste product because the raw or straight aspartame is 300 to 400 times sweeter than the regular sugar. So they put fillers in it. And many times the fillers are the maltodextrin, which is derived from the GMO corn. So now you get the bacteria, the GMO bacteria, along with the filler of the GMO corn. And you know, so you're getting a double whammy. So I'm just trying to show you that it's not natural. You're better off just having sugar or no sugar. If you're trying to lose weight or not gain weight, just do more exercising. You know what I'm saying? Or be more active. I find that people who drink a lot of this diet stuff, they got disproportionate flesh all over their bodies, and it's just mind-boggling. I mean, all you have to do is look. But nothing to see here. The doctors won't tell you to stop eating that stuff or drinking that stuff. Aspartame is legal because it's in the interest of the powerful corporations and the powerful people. Attacking sugar, allied with certain industries, groups like the diabetic associations that were funded by a lot of these corporations with corporate gifts, and from the aspartame corporations, and then they came out and said that aspartame is good for diabetes, and then it went on to dietitians, doctors, med schools got training, say that it's a good way to avoid diabetics. So I'm trying to illustrate that the corporations got involved with doctors and our health groups and gave them gifts and gives them money, so you really can't say anything bad. You know, it's like the mass media with TV with their medication commercials. They can't say anything bad about it because they're getting paid by the bigwigs. So anyway, when you eat these synthetic chemicals created by bacteria in the laboratories, they seem to make you want to eat more. And there's over 6,000 products worldwide using these things. So it's in everything. So you got to read the labels and look out for the code words.
Which is?
Aspartame, Soviet. Stevia is a good one. That's a natural, to switch subjects, stevia, honey are good sweetness. Right. You know, you want to go with natural sweetness.
I use stevia in the raw myself, organic.
Right. So this is just, I just want to show the conspiracy that, you know, we're being told one thing and the big corporations are making big bucks.
It's all about the money.
Huh?
It's all about the money.
Yeah, that's what it's about. All about the money, but it's doing things to our bodies. You get severe headaches, dizziness, attention difficulties, memory loss, throat swelling, seizures, blood sugar problems, insomnia, ovarian cancer, you know, and you want to eat more, and there's more tumors. So And Alzheimer's seems to be a big one coming up too. So it's been in our food system since the strong mid 80s. So you're looking at 80s, 90s, 2000. So 40 years. It's been going on 40 years. You know, and everybody's saying, oh, we got an epidemic of cancer, diabetes, and what have you. So maybe eliminating some of these toxic substances would help a person be healthier.
That's right, buddy.
So I don't know. So I don't know if that's a good conspiracy, but it's enlightenment.
It is.
See, your channel, you would like to be pro health and health. So one video at a time, just a piece here, piece there, and guess what? You're gonna feel good.
All right, so guys, listen. Read your labels. You get it? Read your labels. I've been saying this on a lot of my videos. If you don't know what you're eating, you just put it in your mouth and you're getting sick for whatever reason, read the labels. See what's going on. You have a genetically modified food. When it says it's all natural, it doesn't mean that it's organic. So people that assume it's natural and it's 100%, it doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't these days.
No. Well, natural is, you know,
you can say anything.
Yeah, well, the bacteria that excretes this
Yeah, it's natural.
is natural.
So you get anything that says it's 100% natural, no kidding. So you have to go beyond that.
Right.
Read your labels. You know, look for the GMO food. All right, guys. So until the next video, everybody.
Baldadonis out.
Bye, guys.